Good morning, and welcome to the Manic What the Hell Happened Monday edition of Snowman in the Morning.
Took the words out of my mouth. I was about to say what the hell was that Monday?
The Manic. Wait a minute. Come here. I got to do this right.
Okay.
This is the Manic.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Monday edition of Snowman in the Morning. We're glad to have y'all with us. First hour is powered by Wanna Parlay, the world's richest parlay. Use the code Snowman when you sign up. We will start in Denver.
Okay.
And we were fighting about this morning. Who gets the thumbnail? Bo Nix, Jonathan Taylor, or Christian McCaffrey? You know who my vote was, or two votes were.
Well,
but
yeah, McCaffrey.
Given the fact that the Denver Broncos, of all teams, scored 33 points in 12 and a half minutes.
Well, I'm going to ask, which one is worse? Which one is worse? The Dolphins dropping a 17-0 lead to the Carolina Panthers, or the Giants dropping a 19-0 lead to the Denver Broncos?
Tie.
Yeah. They're both shite.
My gracious.
Parnell St. Preux watching us. PSP, thanks for jumping in. The Queen, of course, Genevieve Yoso. This is her off day today. She will join us.
By the way, I will mention this now.
Yes.
We are close to having perfection for the first time ever in the NFL picks.
We heard that.
If Detroit beats Tampa, that queen that's usually off to this side over here will be the first one
of all of
to
us
ever throw El Perfecto.
Well, you may have two El Perfectos then.
How do you figure?
Remember, she watches the picks with us.
No.
One of these days, I'm gonna get her to join us. So there is a perfect game that's being tossed right now, pending on what happens tonight in Detroit. 24 TS Media says, good morning. Good morning to you. 33 points.
Yeah, what is this, Madden?
In 12 and a half minutes.
It's exactly what happened, 2 weeks ago with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yep.
Dude,
he's
33.
Right.
33 points.
But it is the same thing.
The Giants had
listen, 33 fourth quarter points.
That's Madden numbers. That's Madden numbers. I don't care.
Yeah. This is for A Pizzle, who was with us on our post-game show yesterday.
Yeet.
Yeah.
That's what the Giants did.
Now, the thing about it is the Giants still almost pulled that game out.
They did.
With under 30 seconds to go, they actually went down and scored, going up 32-30. And then Denver comes back and walks it off.
I'll ask this question to you guys.
Yes.
Do you think Jackson Dart is the real deal?
Yes.
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 To come that close to pulling one out against Denver in a high-scoring affair, that's real deal action.
Yeah,
extra point.
I do worry about it because, we saw the same from CJ Stroud. To have kind of a fall off, but
Stroud is starting to get his act back together.
But Dart is just beastly.
He's awesome.
Yes,
he's awesome. Speaking of football, someone's waiting for us because he has an off day on Monday.
Oh.
Now, forgive me not knowing the brother. You got your mic, but I don't know who the hell you are. It's like you're in the broadcasting witness protection program.
Agent Zero, aka the Playmaker, is with us this morning. Good morning, my brother. How are you?
Good morning, gentlemen.
Why are you committing war crimes across the pond, sir?
Because it's the Rams.
Did I not warn you on Friday what was going to happen?
Yep.
I mean, look, I knew the Rams were going to win this one going away. That was academic. But my God, it's almost like you guys had Terry Silver as your head coach. There's just no mercy.
None.
We're just going to beat you down across the pond.
Ryan McCarthy, who will join us at the bottom of the hour, is with us in the chat. He's getting ready. He says, good morning, Snow Crew. Shane Bowen should be left in Denver and made to fly home on Frontier Airlines. What a horrible, horrible letdown by the Giants defense.
I say he should have had to walk home.
Let's get Playmakers. Let's get Playmakers' thoughts on the Rams.
People forgot that the Rams was along with the Jaguars are going to London almost every freaking year.
Mm-hmm.
This was nothing new.
It wasn't. It was just like.
So you know what the Rams do? The Rams practice at the Baltimore Orioles Park the whole entire week. Saturday,
yep.
All right, let's fly out to London. Let's go handle business.
Yep.
And what did we do? We handled without Puka Nacua.
Without Nacua.
Mm-hmm.
Next week is you guys' bye week, if I'm correct.
We're on a bye week. Yes,
yeah. So the Rams get a big win in London over Jacksonville.
Big win.
35-7. Nacua is out. They don't care. Matt Stafford says, okay, everybody else, next man up. Mm-hmm. So they take care of business against the Jaguars, and now they go into the bye as co-leaders of the NFC West. And I'm secretly pulling for Houston tonight. More on that later.
I mean, God.
Mr. Playmaker, how do you feel about your defending NFC West Division champion Los Angeles Rams?
Feel good. I'm still mad about that Thursday night loss, but
I won't even make the joke.
Santa Clara.
I won't even make the joke of why he's mad.
Matter of fact,
yes,
this is a first. This is a first on Snowman
in the
morning. Everybody that's up here all won yesterday.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true.
Cowboys won, 49ers and Colts won.
Oh my
Patriots won, and the Rams won.
For the first time, I think this season, I don't have much to say.
Yeah.
I told you weren't gonna have much to say.
They did. I didn't like the idea they ran to the teeth of defense to get a safety, but you know what? Other than that, hey,
listen, Victor was with us when I covered. Go ahead, Playmaker. Go ahead.
Victor was nervous about this game. I said, "No, I'm rolling with Victor. I'm rolling with these Cowboys. Got this." Snowman, he was nervous because about the Falcons. Was like, "No, that's a West Coast trip. I like the San Francisco, despite all the injuries."
Yep.
We ain't even gonna talk about Shane State because they play the Titans. That's
and you ain't got to say nothing about the Colts either.
Oh yeah, dude. The hardballs. I don't know what's going on with y'all this year. Y'all. I don't know what's going on with the hardballs this year. I have no idea.
Me neither, man.
No child.
It's like they forgot defense. They forgot defense was part of the game.
While we're talking about the Colts, I have two words for y'all. Jonathan Taylor. Second straight game with 3 rushing touchdowns.
Yep.
He had 100+ yards again for the second straight game.
That was because by the time he got 20 yards down the field, he finally got touched.
Yes. And about the Chargers, I'm going to make Playmaker laugh. And about the Chargers, I think Jim Harbaugh needs to admit something. I get ran through. Mm-hmm. And he got ran through by Jonathan Taylor.
I know why he did that too. I know
you know exactly why.
Exactly why you said that. The reason why Victor and Shane don't know because they ain't catch.
Well, I'm gonna show. Well, you know what? Let me call an audible. Let's take a break, and when we come back, I'm gonna show them why I made the joke that I made.
Oh boy.
because of Cole freaking Johnson.
Of course it is. Of course it is. The EP of all EPs strikes again. No matter what you do, he's just gonna find a way to get you.
Wait till y'all see this. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
And Father O'Shaughnessy need to go to hell. That's what he needs.
What did Father O'Shaughnessy do?
I quit. We're done here. I'm done. We're out of here.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Okay. I called an audible for a reason. Because of the playmaker and Cole Johnson. I'm going to make a fear of playmakers come true.
Oh no.
Don't put this on me. Hey,
Don't blame me.
This is on both of you.
That man chose that and he went that route. Only thing I did was do my part and being a host and make sure he was.
You enabled him. You enabled him.
No, I didn't label him. Like, this is a thing. When we do our gridiron roundup, he chooses 2 games he wants to talk about. I choose 2 games I want to talk about. I can't make him not choose that one.
He's gonna do it anyway.
Exactly.
Even if you tell him no, you're gonna do it anyway.
Of course.
It's his choice.
I.e., we need to see it.
And y'all need to see this.
Okay.
I laughed at him about it. Playmaker sent me a note with this clip and said, "My brother, this is for you, courtesy of Cole Johnson. And considering the fact that we have about 13 minutes before Ryan MeCarthy comes on, here it is."
Oh boy.
Nittany Lions nipped again. I'm sorry. Nittany Lions nipped again. Northwestern stuns Penn State. Why me? Why me?
Go ahead. I'll let you just go.
So Penn State, they traveled back to Happy Valley from Pasadena when they got
Valley.
Unhappy Valley.
where they got whooped to the tune of giving up 280 yards on the ground in a 42-37 loss in which they were behind 27-7 at the half of that game. They came home, correct me if I'm wrong, were they a 21-point or 24-point favorite?
So against the winless UCLA Bruins last week, there was a 24.5-point favorite.
Okay, so they're 24.5-point favorite. So they were 21-point favorite in this game. Okay.
They flew home as a 20.5-point favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And this happened.
Yes. So we were thinking, okay, well, they took it on the chin the last time they played at home to Oregon. It was a tough, hard-fought game, but they lost it in overtime to a bad decision by Drew Allar. We'll talk about him in a second. They travel over across the country. They basically have shown that they have no defensive line presence because they got ran over 280 yards in that L there. They fly back to Sad Valley to face a hapless Northwestern squad. And although they went into halftime leading 14-13, let's be completely honest. They put forth, talking about Penn State, a putrid performance. An absolute dumpster fire of a performance. 22-21 was the final score. Northwestern beats Penn State, and Penn State goes down for a 3rd consecutive game.
Northwestern.
So this happened. This is the worst of the 3 L's they took. Now, yes, the UCLA loss was bad enough because they were a winless team before the dub. But at least that was in the Rose Bowl. This was at home. against a team against a team one person expects to win every game that Northwestern plays.
Not even that person expects them to win one game.
No, he may vote against them, but I know he thinks Northwestern is in every single game.
Sure, him and Mike Greeny was looking stupid at TV. Is that the right score?
Well, yeah, but yeah, I would think even Greeny would say, I don't think so. But the one that you're talking about, we know personally, and he probably would say, I was feeling upset here.
No.
Oh Lord!
I confirmed that on Monday. I was on the show Monday.
So, Lord have mercy. That's
you're looking at the TV like, hold on. Did they make a mistake? Did the scorekeeper make a say? No, that's the right score. No, that's the right score. No, that's the final score. No, that is it. Northwestern wins.
That's
like I say, had him and Mike Green looking stupid at the TV. Did we just win? Yes.
Yes, you did win. You definitely did win. Oh my goodness.
Now, unfortunately for Drew Allard, he is gone for the season.
Yeah, he is gone for the season. That's the messed up part. That is the messed up part about the whole thing. He's gone for the year. But I'll say this, Northwestern, I guess Penn State, they lost to a good team. They're 2-1 in the Big Ten, and they're 4-2 overall.
And by the way, Coach Johnson wants to thank Northwestern for one thing.
What's the one thing I want to thank him for? Oh, this hurts my heart. Penn State. The fact that the athletic director looked at that 4-21 putrid record against top 10 schools, he said that played a whole big-time role in getting James Franklin, one of the greatest college football coaches, fired.
No. This is where I call BS on the AD.
He received the big slip the day after the game and the loss to Northwestern. Okay, so why are you calling BS on the AD?
You just said it. If the big game record was the factor in this, you didn't do it after they lost to Oregon.
No.
You didn't do it after they lost to a winless Bruins team in sunny California.
No, they did not.
You did it after they lost to Northwestern.
Well, we got to understand. Okay. Northwestern. Let's see. This is a school full of doctors, lawyers, engineers, and journalists. Highbrow journalists.
All right, Vanderbilt.
Well, I mean, Northwestern is considered the Ivy League school of the Big Ten. And other than a couple of years that I know we can ask Snowman, and he'll rip off the years that Northwestern were the big boys of the Big Ten block.
1995.
They've been basically
2000
in the Big Ten.
Name a couple.
And you had James Franklin lose to a patsy, but it is like what the athletic director of Penn State said. But 4-21 for the record, he stayed getting and taking top 10 L's. I mean, I can't help it. He stayed taking top 10 L's. And you just heard it right there from the athletic director. That weighed and played a huge part in having James Franklin get gone. But that was hard.
Jack, and does it come back no more?
Oh my God!
Don't you come back no more?
What you say?
So that was Oregon. But then you went to Pasadena. And you must have left your wallet there or your purse or whatever, because that job rented you to call UCLA your daddy. And I mean, you were turning tricks like you were wearing a G-string. You were taking it slow. I don't know what the deal was. But you received a good pounding in Pasadena, both on the field and in the sideline and in the hotel room. I don't know what to say about that, son. But you took a pounding, you took a beating, and then you went back home. You figured you'd be great, but unfortunately, Northwestern, you had to admit, I get ran through.
Oh,
I don't understand it. I don't understand. You were whole for. I thought you were whole for top 10 teams. I just don't understand. I thought you was a whole for the top 10 teams. That you just laid down for them. That you stayed taking L's to top 10 teams. But now you admit to Northwestern. Your latest daddy. You get ran through.
Where does he come up with this stuff?
I don't understand it. How you get ran through? And then you got fired. And you got fired. It actually pissed me off. It pissed me off because I was waiting to unveil this in 3 weeks' time. I was waiting to unveil this one. Ohio State is the best sex I ever had.
Oh, gosh.
Because we knew Ohio State and Columbus was going to give you that work. And then you were going to be walking like you're going to be walking as if you received the biggest pounding of your life. Legs all wide open. You'd be staggering. You'd be smiling and be aching at the same time. And then you be in Columbus, just be like, I don't understand it. Every time I come to the Columbus and every time I see this team, except for once, I received the biggest pounding of my life. It's like they think I'm a porn star. I don't get it. Ohio State is the best sex you've ever had, but you don't get a chance to sample from that fruit this year because you decided to play so bad everywhere else. You decided to have other daddies in Pasadena and in Evanston. That it wasn't that you stayed taking top 10 L's. You said that you had UCLA mount you and had you be close to say that you his daddy. You said to the Northwestern daddy you get ran through, and now you won't ever get to say to your big daddy that Ohio State is the best sex you ever had.
Why is he doing James Franklin like this? Oh my gosh. Why is he doing this? This is ridiculous. This is terrible. What is going on?
Evisceration of one man by Cole
Dear
Johnson.
God.
Good grief.
Oh my.
I have no idea what's going on anymore.
What? What did I do? What did I say?
I have no idea what's going on anymore.
What did I do? What did I say?
It's the graphics.
But I mean,
if you listen on Real Rise Radio, you do not understand what's going on unless you come over to the YouTube channel and watch the video.
No.
Oh my gosh, this man here is out of control.
Yes.
Agreed.
He is out of control. Oh my gosh.
He admit to Northwestern, he gets ran through. I don't know what to say.
And you know what frights me even more? Now I gotta feel that Snowman gonna come across this and he gonna cut this whole segment off. Oh my gosh.
Be careful what you wish for.
It did get cut out, but Playmaker gave me a huge assist.
Oh my god!
When he sent it to me, and Playmaker, your reaction in that segment.
I don't know how he does it. I just don't. I just don't.
I mean, he just completely threw James Franklin so far under the bus, the rear tires spit him back to Riley Reid's office in Los Angeles, where he belongs.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. But to Cole Johnson, and I had a chance to talk to the master himself this morning, and I showed him all the love in the world because my first sentence when I got him on the phone was, "You're an idiot." And he starts laughing.
Of course he did.
Because he knew why I was going to playfully cuss him out.
That man.
I can't believe he said, oh, man. The evisceration of a head coach as per by Cole Johnson.
We got a break.
Evisceration and evaporation of a head coach because ain't nothing left.
I'm going to start calling Cole Johnson Cole Cube, Ice Cube.
That
was
if y'all think that was something, today is season 4 of Shooting Lights Out.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll be there.
I'll be there too. I'll have my headphone. If I'm in the kitchen working, I'll have my headphones on, but I'll be there. We got a break. And when we come back, the return of the Irish supervillain, Ryan McCarthy. Introduce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
And you wonder why we love having him. He's back. Here's Ryan.
This coffee with MeCarthy is sponsored by Steph Curry Cognac. One, and it's lights out.
Courtesy of Invader Coffee, Ryan McCarthy, a.k.a. Ryan McCarthy, is with us on this Monday morning. How are you, my friend? Great to have you.
Thanks for having me, as always. Or when I try to be available. But
look, I know your schedule has been out of control, and that's saying the least of it. But we're happy to have you this morning. Got my coffee here, and when you sent me that clip, the bump back that was played before we came back on the air was perfect. Had to have that. Had to have that one. That was one of the best.
Oh man, the things you hear in your head when you're away at a retreat or away somewhere else, and you just hear "Kang." It's like, why did I sign up for this?
I think you were thinking that 2 years ago when I went on vacation. Why did I sign up for this? And all you had to sit in for me. All right, let's get down to it, man. What is going on with your football team? What gives?
I don't know. And I hate it. I hate it here because it's the constant clowning from other fan bases and other creators on the internet, and it's always. It's always up. LOL Jets every time, every day, every year. It's like for the last 15 years, and just you get so sick of it. And you think things are going to get better, but they just keep getting. When you think they've hit rock bottom, they keep digging. Why?
Last weekend, across the pond, y'all had a gift wrapped win. Against Denver.
Yep.
Because Denver wasn't doing a doggone thing. You finally force a turnover on the first drive of the game. You finally
3 plays in.
Yes, 3 plays in. You force a turnover. And that happened.
I'm just gonna happy to say I was happy to be in church that day because there would have been a lot of "I'm sorry, Lords," for everything I have had to say afterwards. I caught the only time I really watched the game live was in the last 5 minutes of the game when it just the ugly. I'm just sitting there going, I'm glad I went to church this morning because this is ugly. This is ugly football. ugly football. And to think in week one, when after week one, another moral victory for the New York Jets, they come close and they can't win, you can't seal it. You think, okay, things have had to get better from here, and they just gotten.
You would think they would have to get better. You put up 32 points. Yeah. You had a 9-point lead in the fourth quarter in that game.
Don't remind me, but you did.
I mean, look, I didn't believe I was seeing it either. You know, Jody and I watched the game. We caught pieces of it while the Dolphins and the Colts were playing, and Jody posed a question from me to you. She says, the next time you have MeCarthy on, ask him why the Jets have gotten progressively worse after scoring 32 points in week one. I said, honey, I don't think he's going to have an answer.
I really don't. I truly don't, because and it's just going to get worse because Garrett Wilson's out for the next 2 games because of a hyperextended knee. Thankfully, it wasn't worse than it looked. When I first saw the injury on television, they're saying, "Oh, Garrett Wilson's going for an MRI." I'm like, "Well, that's it. Season officially sunk." But thankfully, it was just a hyperextension, and hopefully, I think they said he'll be back for Cleveland.
Y'all need to beat Cleveland.
They have
to. Y'all need to beat Cleveland because. I'm almost afraid, and I never thought I would say this aloud because I'm not one for the memes, but I'll say it here. I'm almost afraid for the memes for that game.
Jets, Cleveland. I already know it's coming. I already know it's coming. It's the last team to finish 0 for the season against the team that's going to finish 0 for the season if they don't get their act right. That's what's going to happen. That's what the memes are.
So you kind of looked ahead, did you?
Oh, I've been looking ahead to January when the season ends right now. Especially over the last couple of weeks. You're just thinking to yourself, this is just bad football. It's all around. I don't know.
It's awful.
We were told, we Jets fans were told at the introductory press conference, this team's going to be this team will no longer be the same old Jets. I said, well, no, they're not. They're worse than the same old Jets.
There's a very dear friend of mine named Jay Gassman who covers the New York Jets. You've heard him rant and rave. I've heard him rant and rave.
Oh yeah, I'm there every day. I'm there every day in the chat.
Hey, same. I commiserate because I love Jake's coverage of the Jets. I love your coverage of the Jets when you're here with us. You know, I think my wife said it best. I've become a sadistic when it comes to the Jets because I love tuning into Jake go completely off after every Jets game. And it makes me think, if he's this way when the Jets lose, how far over the moon is he going to be when they get one? I want y'all to get one.
We're going to be obnoxious. That's what's going to happen. We're going to be so obnoxious because we get one win. And we're going to be looked at like you were insane, but they just need one.
Is it going to be is it going to be the same way when Joe Beningo is there when that win happens?
He's going to find something negative to talk about. If they get there first, when he's going to be like, well, they didn't do this right, they didn't do that right. It's like, dude, just celebrate the win, okay?
Yeah.
Like I say it for a lot of Jets fans who are in the same boat. Like even during the Saleh era, when things seemed to be going, when the defense saved them and their offense couldn't do anything, but their defense played lights out for the game.
Yes.
We always find something to complain about. It's like we can never see the silver lining. It's like, all right, yeah, okay, we played. They played terribly on offense, but did they win? Yes. Then shut up.
Yes.
Take the win. Take the W. Celebrate that.
Exactly. You know, I've gotten the same with the Colts and the 49ers the last couple of years. And speaking of the Colts, how about this renaissance and with the Colts that's going on this year, man?
It makes me happy for Daniel Jones.
Yes.
It makes me very happy for him especially. Like I love Jonathan. I thought Jonathan Taylor. I've watched Jonathan Taylor since his time at Wisconsin, and I thought he was going to have a heck of a football career in the NFL after he came out of Wisconsin. After his career at Wisconsin finished, and so far so good.
Yep.
with the exception of a couple seasons ago when he was battling ankle and knee injuries. But last year he had a renaissance, and this year he might be a 2,000-yard rusher this year.
I believe it.
He's on pace.
I believe it. He is on pace to get 2,000 yards this year. I never got a chance to get your thoughts at the top of the year when the Jets signed Justin Fields. I'll ask for them now.
You did.
Oh, I did.
You did. You did. And at the beginning and when they signed him in free agency, I said, look, Justin Fields has never been coached up. He's never had the offensive line that the Jets have. And he's been, to say this a disappointment would be an understatement, because this was a guy who came in with a plan. The Jets had a plan for him. They were going to use his legs. They were going to use, and they're going to try to stretch the field with Garrett Wilson. But the problem is they don't have a wide receiver to rely on. Yeah. And now with Garrett Wilson being out for the next couple of games, who's their number one? Alan Lazard, who had a career high in drops last season. Is it going to be the rookie Mason Taylor, who is turning out? I mean, he has no touchdowns, but he's turning out to be an effective receiver, like a tight end position. But last week against Denver was just a revelation. He said this week in the press conferences this week at practice, he said, "Yeah, I didn't want to use my legs as much against Denver. I really couldn't because I got a leg contusion while I was in Miami." I said, "So why didn't Aaron Glenn identify that? And when he was struggling in the first half, why not yank him and put in Tyrod Taylor, who can use his legs? He's 35 years old, but he can still identify the defense he's playing against and get rid of the ball when he needs to get rid of the ball instead of holding on to it and not being able to run." Like
when we were covering the game last week, Victor and I were looking at it. I know. I got the same from Victor. I got the same from Shane, and I got the same from Jody. But we were looking at it last weekend, and we saw Justin limping around the field. Mm-hmm. And Victor was the first one to say, "Where's Tyrod Taylor?"
Yep. Where's
Tyrod?
Tyrod?
That is like in the first couple of games of the season, it was like, okay, maybe Justin may have finally found a line, and now that's completely thrown out the window. But it goes back to some of the fundamentals of Justin Fields. He holds on to the ball way too long, thinks plays more with his feet than with his arm, and it's hurting him, and it's hurting the Jets.
That first part right there, Victor, he's holding on to the ball way too long.
Yeah.
Way too long.
Yeah, and I don't blame his offensive line for what happened last week. Mm-hmm. This is on Fields. He has to identify when to get rid of the ball. He has to identify his first read is always going to be Garrett Wilson. He's always going to look for his guy who he played at Ohio State. But he also has to recognize there's other receivers open. He had 2-3 receivers open one of the times he got sacked watching the tape, and you're sitting there going, you're just absolutely going mad because you're going, why doesn't he get rid of the ball? Like there's no there's nobody within 10 feet of his other read. Why isn't he going there? His line, look, his offensive line, like I talked about the Jets' offensive line woes outside of Elijah Vera-Tucker.
Yep.
Hurting him, being injured again during a drill and tearing his tricep. Mm-hmm. If he was in the lineup, this would be the best Jets lineup of offensive linemen, period. Yeah. But Olu Fashanu has troubles this year with pass blocking. John Simpson the left side has trouble this year protecting the quarterback. I don't know if John Simpson is hurt, because I know he had some back issues during training camp, but Olu Fashanu has fallen off the map a little bit. The right side is really good. Joe Tippmann had to move from center over to right guard because of Vera-Tucker being out. And the rookie Armand Membu should be in rookie of the year conversation, with the exception of maybe a handful of snaps this year. He's been fairly effective, very effective, and he should be an offensive rookie of the year discussion.
And I think that one of the worst ways of rating your progressions is going to the receiver that you're most comfortable with. You should be going past the sticks. If that doesn't work, a little bit before the sticks, and then like the one next to you, which is like your best option. But you want to go past the sticks. What is it with not just Justin Fields, but with other NFL quarterbacks not throwing past the first down marker?
It's not.
I think part of it's development.
Yeah, I'll repeat Victor's part of the question. It's not just Fields. There's so many other quarterbacks that throw the ball short of the sticks.
Yep.
Especially when it's third and medium or third and long. I'm talking about between 5 and 8 yards.
Mm-hmm.
When it's third and medium and beyond, they don't throw the ball to the sticks. They throw the ball past the sticks.
I think I can identify it. I call it Tom Brady syndrome. Late stage Tom Brady syndrome, where he could use the dink and dunk, where he could identify the defense and use the dink and dunk to his advantage. And other quarterbacks look at that because of how long Tom Brady has been in the league and how successful he was with it. They see it and go, "Oh, I can do the same thing." It's like, no, you have a different skill set than Tom Brady did.
Correct.
And your desire to win does not match Tom Brady's.
No.
Right.
You have to work with what works for you.
Yeah, because I've seen Fields do it. I've seen Bryce do it. I've seen Caleb do it. Of course, I've seen Dak do it multiple times. It seems like they'll do what they call high percentage completions, which is somewhere between 5 and 6 yards out from the line of scrimmage, and then hope to God that the receiver can make up the difference by using their legs. That's fine if you know that secondary is weak. But if you got some dogs on that secondary, you're not doing that.
No, you're not doing that.
I'll give you an example. Earlier this year, when the Niners faced Kyler Murray in the second half, the Niners made some adjustments, especially with Yamanor Lenore going up against Marvin Harrison Jr. and Zach Ertz and their other tight end whose name escapes me right now. They had Lenore on them. And Murray, in the entirety of the second half, never threw past the sticks on third down. That's why they went 0 for 7 in the second half on third down.
Right.
They went 0 for 7. And part of this is Murray's fault because he, like Justin Fields, will run before he looks downfield and throw the football.
Right. So
or in the case on Sunday's game against Denver, not do anything at all.
Not do anything.
Well,
stand there, look around, and get clobbered.
So then, Mr. McCarthy, I'd ask this question to you. You say it's in development. What needs to change? Whether is it in the college ranks, is it in the pro ranks? What needs to change in terms of develop that? I need to get first down, almost on first down. I need to throw past the sticks.
I think it should start in college. And then when you come out of the NFL, and this is part of the reason why I hate the fact that a lot of these quarterbacks come out too soon, is that they don't develop their quarterback acumen enough to be good enough to play in the NFL. I mean, and you get told by, I don't know who is being told that they're good enough for the NFL right now. It could be an agent, could be friends, could be their coaches, could be their family.
But somebody's putting the wrong message in their ear.
Somebody's putting the wrong message in their ear, and their ego inflates, and they think, all right, I'm going to declare for the draft, and we'll let the chips fall where they may, but they don't develop their game.
Which is why Justin Fields, instead of being the franchise quarterback in Chicago, has bounced around the NFL. And I'm afraid to think the Jets may be his last stop, but considering the fact his development stage is far beyond him, this may be it for Justin Fields. And this year he is getting clobbered.
See, I don't put this on I don't put Chicago on Justin Fields because Chicago can't build a team. No. They have not been able to put a good offensive line. They have just now started putting the building blocks for a good defense.
True.
I mean, look at Caleb Williams. He was the most sacked from last year. And before him, Justin Fields was the most sacked. So I can't put Chicago on Justin because Chicago has messes far beyond Justin.
No, because they didn't put an offensive line in front of him to be able to read the field properly, or in coaching too. I mean,
right. Matt Uberfools, hello.
But now with the Jets, I think the Jets is probably the best bet for him. But now I think all those bad habits are now stuck in him, and he's got to unlearn those and relearn. Can Aaron Glenn be the coach to do that?
Great point.
Right now, apparently, he's, according to a report from The Athletic, he's going to be here next year.
Mm-hmm.
So,
according to Jake Assman, you needed to cut him loose after London.
I think Woody Johnson's patience is for Aaron Glenn. He's got patience, but after last year with Robert Saleh, then all the drama that happened with running Aaron Rodgers and Robert Saleh and their relationship, I can't wait for the tell-all for that book.
Right?
Neither can I.
But no, they should. The team should have stayed. The offense at least should have stayed in London. The defense played better than they had previous weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I think partially because Jermaine Johnson was back in the lineup. They still can't get home. The defensive line still can't get home, and they're not putting up exotic packages or feigning blitzes to be effective. But they put in Jarvis Brownlee in place of Michael Carter, and he was the one who caused the fumble last week. That in the third play of the game to get them within field with good field position.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, with all that field position that they got last week, they couldn't convert them into touchdowns.
They managed 11 points.
And here's the thing, too:
the snaps they ran in Denver territory.
Yep.
With all the field position advantages that they had, because let's face it, the Jets ruled the field position against Denver last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
9 points.
9 points. You know what they're also doing that's highly egregious as well? They're underutilizing Breece Hall. And you can tell,
period.
You see the look on his face on the sideline.
Mm-hmm.
He is absolutely miserable because he's not getting the touch. He's not getting the touches. This offense I was hoping this year would be his breakout season in terms of rushing and receiving yards.
You called for it.
Yes. I called for it. I said
you called for it on this show. You called for it at the top of the year that this would be the breakout year for Breece Hall. In fact, a question I posed: could Breece Hall get close to 2,000 yards? And you said yes.
He has the opportunity to do it. I think he has he's missing the burst speed he used to have before he got his ACL torn in Denver. And I don't know what it is with the Jets. And remember, this is 2 years ago. This is 3 years ago, excuse me, his rookie campaign when he was having an awesome year, and they go to Mile High and they lose both Elijah Vera Tucker and Breece Hall in the same game. That's sunk their season.
That's sunk. And they were 7-3 at the time. Were they
even the game against Dallas, though, Breece Hall had some explosiveness to him.
Yeah, he did.
And they just stopped. And they went straight with the field show.
They stopped after the fumble. After that fumble inside Dallas territory where it got punched out, that it was over. And then that mindset of, here we go again. This is where they fall apart. This is their first turnover. They fall apart. And they didn't have any turnovers last week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this is what bothers me is that what does that say for Breece? What does it say for Breece? Breece is like, give him another shot. I'm like, even if he fumbled, give him another shot.
Yep.
Instead, now it shows that you don't have now it shows you that you don't have confidence in him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, it makes them of why is he even trying so hard? Because it's like they don't have trust in me, even though I fumble. Even if I fumble, fumble's a bad thing, but still, you still show that you got faith in your running back. Otherwise, why are they going to work hard for you?
Yeah, and they've strayed away from that plan, from the offensive game plan they had in week 1 and didn't really have it in week 2 because Buffalo is Buffalo. Although Buffalo is not looking like Buffalo the last couple of weeks.
Buffalo's not looking like Buffalo, especially after they lost it at the Benz last week.
Yeah, the AFC is wide open right now, man. It's anybody's game. It's anybody's game. And we thought it was going to be Buffalo, Baltimore, Kansas City at the beginning of the year.
What has happened
at the top? The team in the AFC I highlighted at the top of the year, maybe say Buffalo, was San Diego. Yeah. And they're not looking like
because they're injured. They have injury concerns.
They are
right
beaten
now.
up.
They have
They
injuries.
lost their two best running backs.
Mhm.
Running backs. One's
Mhm.
gone for the season. Najee Harris, he's gone for the season. And Omari
Marion Hampton's
Hampton's
gone for 6 weeks.
Yep.
Yep.
So, hey, look, I'll make a really bold prediction. I mean, trade deadline's coming up in 2 weeks from Tuesday.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Dolphins are going to be sellers.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
Devon Achane, you are a
Achane,
San Diego Charger.
Imagine Devon Achane in that San Diego offense.
I mean, heck, bring in Jalen Waddle too while you're at it. They don't. Justin Herbert doesn't really have a number one a wide receiver one.
You know what? Jalen Waddle will head west, but it won't be to San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know where I'm going. Jalen Waddle may head to the Bay.
Who's going to throw to him?
Mac Jones or Brock Purdy.
But he has
as
too much
beat up as Jones has been. As beat up as Jones has been this year, he finds his receivers.
Yeah.
If he goes to the NFC, he's going to the Rams because the Rams find a way. They always find a way.
Well, both teams can find a way, but
I see that look on your face too. You're like, Rams, son of a.
I know. There are chief competition. There are chief competition in the West.
There is no salary cap in the NFL anymore. Snowman,
No,
you got to realize that, especially for teams that are contenders like the Rams. Come on,
right? True. I'll give you a surprise team where he may land.
Where?
Indianapolis.
I mean,
Indianapolis.
Daniel Jones has been showing himself to have basically revitalized himself.
With Alec Pierce having concussion issues, even though he is back in the lineup, imagine Daniel Jones having a weapon like Jalen Waddle.
Or Jacksonville.
Right?
Lawrence. Imagine having ATN in the backfield and Jalen Waddle as your primary wide receiver who can go downfield
while they're developing Travis Hunter as a wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord. That offense will go from 28 points to 35 points in a heartbeat.
I will say this. I have to eat my words a little bit when it comes to the AFC South because at the beginning in our preview, I said, Houston wins by default. But this division, but the division has been so competitive. I'm so happy for Indianapolis, Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
To an extent, Houston. I mean, Houston was going to be in contention for that.
Division,
yeah,
Houston had that default position. Houston had that default position.
Yeah, because it was Stroud's country, and after what CJ did,
that's another team that could pick up Jalen Waddle is Houston. They need a wide receiver.
They need a wide receiver badly. They need because they may lose Tank Dell again.
Well, he's already out for the year anyway.
Oh my gosh!
Well, don't forget he had that knee injury. He suffered that knee injury, and it's the same injury that Tyreek Hill suffered on the Monday night game.
Yeah. And then when you tore
everything, he tore everything.
And there's another name I miss being on the field. Tyreek Hill. His leg got shredded,
and he may be out till 2027.
Yep,
heck, his career might be over. He's in his 30s.
You were thinking the same thing I was. That may be it.
I was watching that. I covered that game, and I'm just like, look, I hate the Dolphins, but I hate to see that happen to anybody.
Yeah,
I don't care what uniform you wear. You hate seeing it for anybody.
I hated seeing that injury. Before we go to break, funny moment happened when Ryan just mentioned a moment ago the live stream he did with the Dolphins and the Jets from Miami.
Monday night.
And Monday Night Misery. Exactly.
The next time,
and the next time I do one, it'll be on a Thursday night. It'll be called Thursday Night Football.
I'm gonna put this out there. I don't know if this will happen again, but if the next time the Cowboys and the Jets play, it's gotta have the detective and Espresso McCoffee call the game.
You know what? I was looking forward to that. But
yes,
I think that might be next year. I think the NFC East and the AFC East play next year.
Okay.
I think.
The moment that got me, and I immediately turned the stream off after it and walked away from my office. Jets running back. You said his name. I'm old and I forgot. Braylon Allen. There we go. Braylon Allen leapt across the line, and I'm looking at the game here on this monitor. I got Ryan here in front of me, and I hear Ryan exclaim, touchdown, no fumble. And I turn over here and I went, what? He had the ball punched out.
Yeah.
And I saw the look on Ryan's face, and it's like, oh, this game's over.
Yeah.
This game's over.
Yeah, one turnover and the Jets
do it.
They just lay down.
Usually it happens to the Dolphins. Now it happened to the Jets. Ryan MeCarthy joining us here on this Monday with Vicala in tow. Vic's going to join us for the rest of the show. Man, Mr. McCarthy, we love you very much. Thanks for coming by. We appreciate it. Always fun having you.
Thanks. Yeah, and just No Credentials Required, the OG show, always available on podcast. I Just Endure the Suffering, which is going to be on Sunday nights at 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm thinking about bringing back, not as a live show, but as a pre-recorded show, Have Another Donut. I'd be bringing.
I love it.
Hey, have another donut.
Just enjoy the suffering, and it's either just enjoy the suffering or just end the season. One of those two acronyms applies.
It's for me. It's endure, because sometimes endurance.
Endure. Yes.
Yeah, you just have to endure it.
Hey, I'm a Dallas fan, so I'm right there with you. I just endure.